And turbulence is rising in Trumpland, and it's coming from multiple fronts that strike at the heart of both power and perception. Now, viewers, deadline looms for the release of Epstein files, a saga that Trump just could not get off his back, reigniting those uncomfortable questions about past associations and transparency. No new criminal findings have been established against Donald Trump, but politically the shadow is back. And it's loud. Meanwhile, an explosive Vanity Fair interview with Susie Wiles, one of Donald Trump's most trusted political aides, offers that rare insight into the internal tensions and loyalty tests and the pressure cooker inside his inner circle. Now, here is the world's most powerful man, and look at what Wiles revealed, that he was indeed in the Epstein files, believes himself to be invincible, and she says that as far as the vice president is concerned, he is a conspiracy theorist, backing Trump only for political convenience. What's the picture that is being painted of White House? That is supposed to be, Oval Office is supposed to be the most powerful office in the world. Is it chaos or is this controlled damage? Well, Donald Trump thrives on conflict, but even by his standards, the noise is actually escalating. But governing standards, stability, and right now, the turbulence is coming from within his own walls. And that's not just a distraction, that's a warning sign. To talk more, let's in fact get in Sierra Clair, who's a foreign policy analyst, to understand, well, what's really happening as far as Trumpland is concerned. Well, Susie, Wiles actually painted a very terrible picture as far as White House is concerned. Chaotic, distraction, full of distractions, and one where Donald Trump is really not the boss.
Susie Wiles' interview is, the administration and many outside sources have confirmed that the interview was very heavily edited or very heavily, skewed to sound negative. So I think that Trump's base and his supporters are very used to the left-wing media and the way that they have characterized Trump. So I don't think it's affected his base very much. It may have affected, swing voters or people who already didn't like Trump.
Okay. But that's not the only thing that should be worrying the administration. There's the Epstein files as well. Do you think explosive details could actually damage the administration like nothing else?
Epstein files, this is a left-wing media obsession. This is something that the Democrats are really driving, and President Trump just isn't focused on it, and neither is a lot of his base or just ordinary everyday Americans. Because there are so many other problems that are in America that are affecting people's everyday lives. The affordability crisis that he actually talked about in the speech that he gave recently. And, these are the things that bother Americans, and they just don't have time to think about things like the Epstein files.
Are you saying that if the president's name comes out, it will not be damaging for the administration?
Clearly, if it were to be found that President Trump was actually 100% confirmed to have participated in what went on with Jeffrey Epstein, obviously that would be a huge scandal. But that I find that to be highly unlikely. I find what has been released has been people grasping at straws to try to make it look like President Trump was more involved than he was, and so many words have been twisted. So it would really have to be something that was very straightforward for it to make a difference at this point.
Let's agree to disagree there, Sierra Clair. I think that's going to be a big damaging for the administration. But thanks much for speaking to me on India Sense.